I tried to save dragons, collect gems, and beat Gnasty Gnorc without killing a single enemy in Spyro the Dragon. Here's how it went.
Okay, rolling.
He is ugly.
Okay, bit harsh. Honestly, nothing against him for that. Maybe a little overkill getting all the dragons. We get our first objective, rescue 10 dragons to get through this world. Sounds simple enough, and handily the guidebook shows us how many dragons are available in each level. Then grab the other 2 in the overworld before venturing into our first level. Stone Hill, with 4 dragons up for grabs, having to dodge ram charges and wizard staffs to reach them. Our first dragon I could have sworn was J.K. Simmons.
How about a hint on gliding?
I was close though. He is the voice actor for Jonah Jameson in the Spider-Man games, then a pretty easy grab of the next 3. Except, how are you here? Weren't you just in the Artisan world and got gemified?
Your story. No thanks. See ya.
Could have been a bit nicer, Spyro. Next to Dark Hollow. 3 dragons here, but we only need 2 for the target. He's literally his own seat. He's like a reverse turtle. Thought I was going to get blocked for the next one, but nope, plenty of space to get by. Well, thanks for that. That's all the dragons we need, but felt it would be a bit harsh to let this guy stay statue right in front of the exit. That was enough, and on to World 2. Does that seem a bit too simple? Too quick? Well, yes, and I would find that out pretty soon. Whoa, wait a sec. Are all dragons just needlessly mean? He's literally taking you where you need to go, Spyro. In Peacekeeper's world, instead of dragons, the aim is to collect gems. I still love the variety of designs they put in this remake. After speaking to the balloonist, we get the exact figure of 1200 gems to collect to progress. Well, there goes my next challenge. Into Ice Cavern, and one thing I realised going through is since we can't attack enemies, if there are gems near one, we pretty much have to take a hit and get laughed at in order to grab them, or even to get past in some cases, and the game wasn't playing fair either, with hits immediately after cutscenes. Kept going, but this just wasn't my level. Are you serious? Got a decent amount of gems in this one, but never going to be 100% because of gems held by the enemies. Grab some more from the overworld before heading to the Dr. Shemp level, which had problems. The enemy that's sent at us bangs into a wall and then gives us his gems, which I feel like counting, so I quit out, hoping we haven't autosaved and kept the gems, which we hadn't. So got out there straight away, but did mean a complete level was blocked off to us. Onto our first flying level, which I must have rose-tinted glasses looking back on this one, because this was nails hard to get everything in one go. After a few failed runs at it, I only just made it, grabbing everything in time. In the next level, Cliff Town, I got deja vu. Thankfully though, these enemies don't charge into walls, and we could go around them for the gems.
What's on the other side of that river?
Why don't you glide there and find out?
I move ever closer to being on the Gnorc side. After a clear up in this one, and some earlier collection in the overworld, left us with 148 gems to go. Even less after a bit more searching in Peacekeepers en route to our next level. Dry Canyon, where apart from the bright idea of standing right next to lit fireworks, didn't have issues, grabbing the gems we needed and was ready for the next world. Magic Crafters. What would be the goal for this one? Well, he's asking for a lot, but let's find out the specifics first. Did accidentally ram an enemy of our first supercharge experience, so a rapid quit out was needed there. Got past on the second go and got to the B-man. Right, 5 eggs to move on. So, here comes the iffy part. We do have to knock the egg thieves down to get them, but when we return later, they're still here, just without the egg. So the question for this challenge, is it killing if it's an immortal enemy? Anyway, with that question hanging in the air, went and grabbed the other 4. With the last level, getting to experience life as a pancake, a bit too much for my liking. Managed to grab the last one, and through to the end with our 5 eggs. And to the Beastmaker's world, where I immediately died, so not a great start. Also, I accidentally did this. Forgot all about this move being in the game. What's next on the agenda?
Once you've rescued 50 dragons...
50! See, Spyro? He's definitely bumped the number up because you kept jumping on his head. Well, we have grabbed some when convenient, but definitely some backtracking needed here. In World 1, stopped by the town square level, grabbing 3 quick dragons, and with a slightly unorthodox method, got up on the ridge and reached the last one as well. In World 2, another visit to Dry Canyon. Similar story, saving 4 dragons there.
Just toast those enemies and collect the treasure.
I can do one of those. And completing the trio in the Magic Crafters level, Alpine Ridge, grabbing 4 more dragons. After a couple of overworld grabs, we can start the Beastmaker world with 7 left. Much better position. First level, Misty Fog. And with this level, the game is now not messing about. Quick fire frogs, trees chowing down on us, and that's just the start. We face a gauntlet run of enemies to reach 1 dragon. A starting set of 4 enemies whose tracking was way too good. The 5th one even getting involved on occasion. Then after getting past them, we have to dodge around 3 frogs guarding the entrance, finishing with a horde of enemies left in a very narrow room. This took me ages. Even taking a bit of Dark Souls inspiration trying to get past them. Eventually got through, but only just.
It seems like I've been trapped in here since I was your age.
Okay, I know, I took a while. Don't rub it in. Won't lie, that was an absolute mess of a level, but we did get 4 dragons out of it. Now just 3 remained. 2 of which I grabbed in the treetops level, but did leave the 3rd one. One because I forgot how to get to the island, but more so because the monkeys were really annoying me. Finishing this one off in the terrace village level, reaching our last dragon pretty quickly. Done dusted, and time for the last world before Gnasty Gnorcs. Spyro, did you not learn with the 50 dragons? Anyway, Dreamweaver's world. What's our final balloonist task so we can stop stomping on his poor head?
Again, when you've recovered 6,000 stolen
6,000 gems. I blame you, Spyro. With this amount needed, I'm actually worried if there'll be enough without killing enemies, and that we can still reach. I did a quick sweep through of every world and every level up till now, going back to Dreamweaver's with just shy of 4,600 gems, and we will just have to see how this goes. If we don't get enough in this world's 5 levels, we're gonna be in trouble. We grab some of the overworld gems and time for the first level, Haunted Towers, where we get stuck almost immediately. We could grab some gems from this starting area, but this possessed armor blocked us from going any further into the level. Not a great start. Second level, Dark Passage.
Thank you for releasing me.
Okay, we're still doing that then. Which was a hard level to get through without killing any enemies, with quite a few deaths in this one, but nothing in the end stopped us from grabbing the gems, so we finished this one with just over 1,000 gems needed now. On to level 3, Lofty Castle. I feel that name's a reference to something. Pretty calm level overall to get through, but a lot of enemies, which does mean a lot of gems held by enemies. We still finish well with just over half of them, and under 800 gems to go. Getting a bit concerned now. On to level 4, the flight level, is what I'd like to say, except that we are blocked. We have these enemies in the way, which we need this cannon to shrink them, which requires killing this guy. So long and short of it, we're 1 level down, and in the final level of this world, Jacques being a boss level, where we'd get quite a few gems in the starting section, but that's it as we can't beat the boss. So we're now at 5,488 gems, needing 500 more with no new levels to go to. Time to really scrape the bottom of the barrel. After meticulously going through every level in World 1 and finding I missed quite a bit in the overworld, we end them with less than 400 to go. Artisan's done. The World 2 levels, on the other hand, I'd pretty much clear through on the first pass earlier, only getting an extra 40 gems, and that's it. Peacekeepers, done.
There's a secret area in the artisan's home world near the waterfall.
Oh, that's already been and gone, Lucas. World 3 I'd actually left behind quite a bit, especially in Wizard Peak, so scavenged around, and we got to just under 200 gems left. And for the next one, I can't really blame myself for leaving Misty Bog early, as that gauntlet was pretty scarring. I had left quite a lot of gems lying around though, which did take a few more deaths to get through to them, and a brand new enemy gauntlet. Was worth it though, as now less than 100 needed. If only could have got to that flying level, but no, that was definitely blocked off. But there was somewhere else I'd given up on earlier. We headed back to Treetops, where after taking longer than I care to admit, worked out the route to reach the top platform, grabbing every gem on top to reach exactly 6,000 gems. It did take me an extra hour to get those 500 gems, but worth it. 6,000 gems acquired with no enemies killed to do so. To Gnasty's world to finish this. I'll give him that one, after that gem hunt we've been on. Just 2 levels and the boss. But would we even reach him? In the first level, we come across enemies on barrels on a narrow bridge, who if we try to sneak past, will knock us off again and again and again. So the solution? Well, if you can't be subtle, just YOLO it. Sort of worked. Take 2, which I guess isn't a YOLO anymore, technically. Made it, then after a quick oil bath, got to the exit. And to level 2, where apart from this mob who kept wrecking me with his paint gun, no issues, and onto the man himself. Gnasty Gnorc, where we did have to toast 2 more of the thieves in order to get the keys, in order to eat him. Considering all I've seen in this run, Gnasty, still think I'm more on your side. And that's that. Can you beat Spyro without killing enemies? No. Got 5 egg and 2 key carriers we have to get, but everything else, absolutely. Even if it is a pain gem collecting. Hope you enjoyed the challenge, and see you for the next one.